Fiverr versus Upwork versus Freelancer. Which is the better website for freelancing? Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be discussing which one of these three websites is one of the best ones, and I'm going to give you a brief introduction of them, pros and cons, and how you can basically submit a job so that you guys can know about these websites, so that you can know which one feels the right one for you. So without wasting any more of your time, let's just jump into the video. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is open Upwork, Fiverr, and Freelancer. So these are the three websites we're reviewing today, and first one up is Upwork. Now I've used Upwork a lot. Basically used to be on Upwork full-time, and I've made around $700 through Upwork, but I've made more outside of Upwork. Upwork for me has been very helpful. It is very easy to use. First pro that I can tell you guys about Upwork is that it is very easy to use. The second pro is that it's very safe and secure. You don't get scammed on Upwork very easily. Number three, if you find a good client, if you find a permanent client, then you can get some connections with them, and then you don't even have to worry about getting a job and stuff like that. You basically can find a full-time work on Upwork. I think you can find full-time work on Fiverr and Freelancer as well, but I think Upwork is more suitable for that. The cons, however, are that you don't make a lot of money on Upwork. I mean, you can make a lot of money, but comparing the standard pricing and the average rates and stuff, Fiverr has a better overall pricing system. Like basically, if you are a freelancer and you are on Fiverr, you will make more money on Fiverr than you will make on Upwork, even if the jobs are similar. So how do you bid on Upwork? It's very simple. You have basically a thing called connects. Now these are the things that you basically spend to bid on jobs. So for example, if this is a job right here, so bid on this job, first you want to do is read what the client says. Sometimes the clients are very cheeky and they hide keywords within them, and they say like, what, say this at the top so that I can know that you have read the entire proposal and that you are serious. Like over here in this proposal, I don't see anything, so we're good. All you have to do is just read it, what you basically have to do, so that you can know what kind of job it is. And the second thing you have to look out for is the number of proposals. So if the number of proposals are less than 5, that means that you're golden, that means you're safe and secure, and you can go ahead and bid on this job, and there is a certain level of guarantee you will get this job. To bid on this job, simply click on the proposal, see what they are about, and over here you will find out the fixed price, the entry level, and the stuff like that, and you'll find out that there are some question answers that you can find. And then down below they have some preferred qualities as well. So job success score 80%, mine is 78%. For some reason it dropped down, I don't remember how. Maybe it's because I haven't been active long enough. And then you have to have rising star talent included. That's basically a badge for new beginners. People think that it's something that's really amazing. Like, it's basically for newbies and beginners who are starting out on Upwork. It still gets the job done, and once you have reached the $500 mark, they take away that badge. So these are the things that you need to look out for: the preferred qualifications and the active job proposals. So as you can see over here, the proposals were less than 5, and the last viewed by client was 26 seconds ago. So that means the client is active and he is in a hurry. So if you hurry up and come over here and submit a job proposal, so for this job proposal, the connects required would be 1. So as you can see, only 1 connect is required. Not a lot, but I am thinking maybe they did that on purpose, because before I had to pay like 6 or 4 connect on a daily basis on any proposal that I found. 4 or 6 connects were the maximum number that I found. So, and then down below we have terms and conditions. Basically over here you will see the client's budget and how much you bid on it, what type of project that is one. So over here, as you can see, it is a full-time project, and you can't change the process, let's say by hourly or by milestone. It is already set by project by the client, and we can see that the Upwork fee is 20%. So basically they take 20% of the fees that you earn, but you have a long lasting client and you've been working with him or her for quite some time, and if you've reached the $1,000 mark, they will reduce this fee to, I think, 10%, and if you reach the 10k mark, they will reduce the fee even further, like 5%. So which is kind of good and bad. It has its pros and cons as well. And then down below you have cover letter. Now this is very important. Over here you are going to be basically highlighting your skills, your experience, the past jobs that you have done that are similar to this. You have to make it really simple and really quick. Don't drag it out too long. Don't make it too long. Don't make it too short. Just keep it in the sweet spot and find your own sweet spot. People have their own sweet spots as well. And then down below you have boost your proposals. So you can, spend more connects, boosts your proposals on the list to the top so that you are the first one that he sees and can, see what you are about. So that is how you, submit proposals on Upwork. And I've told you about the pros and cons with it. One way that I can, describe Upwork is that it's easy. It's very easy. You just come on to Upwork, you log in, you sign up, and all the jobs that you want are in front of you. Couple of minutes, you can click this button and there will be more jobs available for you. You can just choose whichever one you want and bid on him, and then that is basically it. Then just sit back and relax and wait for the clients to approach you. Now, another tip and tricks that if you don't know how to write a good cover letter, you can find some good cover letters on Google as well. Like there are people doing that on Upwork as well, or Fiverr. People are writing cover letters for money as well. So if you can't write well, hire someone to do that for you. Now, moving on, we have Fiverr. So for Fiverr, it's very different. You basically have two options in front of you. You are either a seller or a buyer. So if you are a buyer, this is how the website is going to look like. Basically, what that means is if you are a buyer, meaning you are the client. You are not the freelancer, you are the client, and you're here to hire someone to do your work for you. So over here, as you can see, these are some of the most popular gigs right now. Unlike Upwork, where the jobs were available for you to choose from, on Fiverr, if you are the client, you will have to pick the freelancer that you think is most suitable for you. Over here, to pick the best client, check out their rating scores and the amount of reviews they've got. The more reviews, the better the rating, meaning that's the person that you would likely hire the most. So over here, as you can see, this person has 5-star rating and he has over 1,000 plus reviews, which means that this person is really good, and he's one of the top sellers as well. So as you can see over here, he's one of the top rated sellers on Fiverr. So if we click on this person over here, he basically highlighted that he will do professional video editing and post productions as well. And then down below, this is his live portfolio. Now, for those of you who don't know what a live portfolio is, basically a portfolio that is showcasing some of your work and the environment you work in. You just basically provide some pictures of yourself. After that, Fiverr will do the rest. All these videos that you are seeing, these are generated by Fiverr. So once you've completed a job on Fiverr and the client approves for the video to be used on your live portfolio, Fiverr will automatically, upload a video onto your live portfolio so that you don't have to worry about that. And you cannot edit or delete or add more stuff to the live portfolio because only Fiverr can do that. And then down below, this is the main thing that you have to look out for. This is about the gig section. This is basically Upwork equivalent of cover letter. When a client comes over here, he'll basically read all of this and see what type of person you are, what type of jobs you've done, what software you use, and stuff like that. And then over here on the right side, you have 3 different packages. You have the basic pack, you have the standard, and then you have the premium. Now for packages, I would say that this is the place that I was telling you about. This is the perk of Fiverr that I find is the best one there is. You have the option of earning more on Fiverr than any other website out there. So as you can see, this person is charging 8,000 rupees for the basic pack, and he basically does 3 revisions. He does the basic editing and stuff like that. And for the standard one, he charges 26,000 rupees, which is I think double or triple the amount he's already asking for. And then for this one, he has 7 days to delivery, and he gives 5 revisions and color grading, sound design and mixing and motion graphics and stuff like that. And for the premium version, he asks for 89,000 rupees, and he gives you 9 revisions and 10-day delivery time, which is pretty nuts. I mean, this person is asking for quite a lot, but then again, he is the top rated seller, which means that he is one of the best ones out there. So I guess he can do that. This is the thing that I was telling you about. You can earn more on Fiverr than on Upwork. If this is the same job, if this is the same person on Upwork, he would not be asking for this type of money. Trust me, I worked on Upwork. I know what it's about. You can't make a lot of money on Upwork. You can make a lot of money on Upwork. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying if you have 2 jobs side by side and they're both similar, chances are you can make more amount of money on Fiverr than you can on Upwork. Not by a lot, maybe like $5 or $6, but that $5 or $6 truly makes a difference at the end of the day. So this is one of the perks I've told you about. So the perks and cons for Fiverr are that the perk is that it's very responsive. The support staff is very quick to respond to you. They treat you like human beings. The third pro is that you can earn quite a lot of money on Fiverr. The cons, I would say that it does get a little bit of confusing. It's not that as easy to use as Upwork. Like for Upwork, you have your proposals in front of you. You click on the submit proposal and boom, you're done. For Fiverr, you have to find freelancer and then you have to choose which package that you want, and then you can contact the seller and ask for informations and stuff like that. It's basically a longer process. At the end of the day, you are making more money, so you can't complain. Now moving on, we have freelancer.com. Now Freelancer is also a pretty cool website. It's not as popular as Fiverr or Upwork, but it gets the job done. It's very similar to Upwork in terms of overall feel of it. Like over here on the left side, you have some filters that you can filter out the jobs. You can have fixed prices, hourly prices. You can add in minimum, you can add in the maximum amount, hourly rate, and stuff like that. And then over here in front of you are going to be the jobs, just like Upworks. In front of you, you just choose a job that you want, and then over here you can, like, find the job that you want, and then over here just simply add in the amount that you want. So for Upwork, once you're bidding on a job, you don't really add a cover letter or a gig or stuff like that. You just basically come over here, you add in your profile, you change up a few things, and then down below you add in the hourly rate or whatever the amount of money the client is asking for, and then just simply click on save, and that is basically it. And you just wait for them to find out. And over here you have 6 bids left out of 6. So this is the bidding system over here. So if we look at over here, Upwork had connects and Fiverr didn't have anything like that. Fiverr had packages, and for freelancers you have bid insights. Basically you cannot bid as much as you want. You have a certain amount of bids, and after that you have to wait for the data reset to bid again. So, and you can upgrade that by memberships over here, as you can see. So if I check out their membership offers, so we have a monthly plan, and over here they basically say that for $5 you get 50 bids per month, 50 skills and stuff like that. For professional it's $29, 300 bids and 100 skills. For premier it's 1500 bids and 400 skills, and it's $60 per month. So choose whichever one you want. I would definitely not recommend paying for a subscription, because you're here to make money, not spend money. So for that reason, I don't feel like Freelancer is one of the best websites out there. I would definitely recommend, if you are looking for a stable and professional work and you want to find a longer lasting client, then I would suggest Upwork. But if you're just here for the money and you want to earn more money, then for that I would recommend Fiverr, because as I once said, you can earn more money on Fiverr than any other freelancing website out there. But there are countries where Fiverr and Upwork is not available. For them, they have to try Freelancer. Like, it's not one of the best ones out there, but it still gets the job done. That is it for this video, guys. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on post notifications. And having said that, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and until then, take care and goodbye.